Alright guys, the banner stuff is finally available, so we'll be talking about the banner for Atelier Yumia. So, that being said, let's go ahead and talk about it. I'm going to be referencing this old fleet that we have for Atelier Ryza, and we'll be working together with it to see if we can make a better fleet compared to what we made like 2 years ago. So, let's get right into it. So, there are 4 new ships. We'll be going in order left to right, starting with Yumia. So, Yumia here is a light aircraft carrier. At a stats of 120, we have 6382 health, 427 aviation, 272 anti-air, 182 on the reload, 46 evasion, medium armor, 21 speed, 83 hits, 26 on the luck, and 105 on the ASW. So I'm thinking she's pretty, I think she's like sizably tanky, not like super tanky, but sizably tanky. Stat wise, pretty good though for a light aircraft carrier. 427, that's pretty solid, I gotta say. Now for the gear, we have fighters, we have torpedo bombers, and we got auxiliaries, which is gonna be very interesting here. I gotta look at what that is, but as of right now though, we can test it out. I have a Yumia right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at what she can do. Unless it's like unlocked in the later stages, but we'll go ahead and look to see what she has to offer for that department. I don't even know why it doesn't even show them. See, miscellaneous. Miscellaneous. I'm looking down here somewhere. Atelier Yumia. All right, auxiliary weapons. So basically, oh, okay, this is like auxiliary gear auxiliaries. Okay, interesting. That could be useful. But we got a lot of choices here. I'd probably say triple steam catapult would be kind of nice. So I could be wrong there, but that'd be kind of cool. 3 fighters, 3 torpedo bombers though. A lot of mixed utility. That's like kind of standard, I'd say, for like aircraft carrier these days. And for the skills, alchemy of taboo and hope. Every 10 seconds, randomly selects and activates one random effect among this ship's equipped items, and performs a snipe attack against a random enemy. Damage is based on skills level, yada yada yada. If there is an enemy within 65 units of this ship, when this effect activates, performs a rapid fire attack against the closest enemy to the ship, and inflicts armor break on them. So randomly affects among ship's equipped items. I need to get more details about this. I'm not really too sure about what this does. As of right now though, I say like maybe it's her her collab item, I'd say. I'm not really too sure about that, but everything else though is just armor break is nice, don't get me wrong. Everything else is kind of like it's all right. The next skill though is going to be the Alchemist of Memories. Increase the ship's aviation accuracy by 15%. When this ship launches an airstrike, performs a special attack and gain 1 stack of mana flow, can stack up to 10 times. When the effect of an Atelier Yumia collab character equipped item activates. Okay, so you want to use the items on these characters. Just like Atelier Ryza, you want to have the Atelier Yumia characters to have their specific items. Spend 1 stack of mana and improve that item's effect. When this ship performs a special attack, synthesize ammunition for the special attack based on the armor type of the target. So this is good. Basically, you want to slap on her gear or whatever, her specific gear, and you get some neat buffs from it. Armor type, I guess it deals like specific. So it's a very universal ship, I'd say, and it works for all armor typing. So that's kind of interesting. I think that's really good for like any scenarios where you're in like a pickle of multiple types of enemies, like campaign, like later campaign maps have a lot of mixed enemy typing. That could be really good there. 1 step toward tomorrow. So we're gonna skip the first one because we're gonna get the augmented one. Obviously, we're gonna look at the enhanced one. Every 5 seconds, uses piercing arts of strike arts against a random enemy. When the effect of Atelier Yumia collab characters equip items effect activates, accumulates 25% environmental mana. When environmental mana is 50% or higher, or when this ship is in the mana surge status, every time this ship performs a special attack, Additionally, performs Synthesize, improves the special attack and gains 1 stack of mana flow. When this ship launches an airstrike while in that mana surge state, additionally spends all of her stacks of mana flow and activates a maximized mana surge Requiem trigger. Holy crap, that's so much right there. Damage based on mana flow stacks, then dispels the mana surge. Okay. Oh lord, okay. Jesus, that's so much. Okay. Basically, it's the gameplay for these ships are gonna basically be like Atelier Yumia. You slice, you put them all on there, you let them do their thing. They proc a lot of things. There's gonna be a firework fiesta out there. It's gonna be a good time, I gotta say. Right now, like percentage wise, it's really confusing. But I feel like these kind of ships, again, like Atelier Yumia, you put them all together, you give them their augments, you give them their items, and they can do a lot of fireworks. It'll be kind of crazy, I won't lie. Very, very fun fleet. This is why I say the Atelier fleets, Atelier ships are very, very fun because there's just so much going on. You can't really go wrong with it. So I'm going with Nina Friede as of right now. Excuse me. The first thing is going to be the stats. 120, we got 78, 96 health, 441 on the firepower, 225 on the anti-air, 156 on the reload, 34 on the evasion, heavy armor, 35 speed, 65 hit, 27 on the luck. So stat wise, pretty average, I'd say. Nothing like super crazy, just pretty average. Gear efficiencies, we got 140 for BB gun. That's actually pretty high for SSR BB. They're upping the efficiency nowadays for BB guns. So that's kind of crazy. Light cruiser 200, anti-air 100, sorry. So nothing crazy there. And then we got the skills. So we're gonna talk about the augmented boosted one. Increase the ship's firepower and reload by 10%. Every 5 seconds or when this ship's main guns finish loading, accumulates 10% of environmental mana. When this ship fires her main guns, fires a level 10 special barrage. If there is an enemy within 65 units of this activation, changes to barrage fired. Every 20 seconds fires a level 10 special barrage that does slashing barrages. So I guess like Haku Ryu, based on skills level. When the barrage fires, if this ship is in a mana surge status, instead activates a level 10. Okay. So a lot of these ships, basically, you want to stack a lot of mana. Again, you get mana by just finish reloading. Like this is 10% right here. So the more actions you do, the more mana you get, essentially. So a lot. These ships work with fast setups, like a lot of homing beacons, fast planes, fast BB guns. Speediness is like how I would play these ships, because you want to proc as much effects as possible to get the mana. Mercenaries combat techniques. Every time the ship's main guns finish loading, gains 2 stacks of battle rate. Can be stacked up to 10 times. Increase the accuracy in main guns crit rate by 2% for every stack of battle rate. So up to 20% crit rate. That's very good. When this ship has 5 or more stacks of battle rate, multiplies the environmental mana accumulated by the skill blazing trigger by 1.5. When another ship in your fleet scores a hit with her main guns or secondary guns, 15% chance for Nina to additionally gain 1 stack of mana rate or battle rate, sorry. If said ship is Atelier Yumia collab character, the action chance of this effect increased by 35%. Okay. Yep. Speed guns proc a lot of things. You want to stack them all together, guys. That's how you want to play it. Oh man, I feel like it's gonna be the same thing for all these ships. I just got a really good feeling. Isla von Duerer. At stats 120, we got 45, 76 health, 182 firepower, 343 torpedo, 359 anti-air, 193 on the reload, 120 on the evasion, light armor, 32 speed, 161 accuracy, 65 luck, and 148 on the ASW. So mixed damage dealer, just like a lot of the light cruisers these days. Nothing too crazy. CL gun, 155 efficiency, very high. 140 on torpedoes, 2 stacks of torpedoes, and then 1 anti-air at 110. So Actually, not bad. A lot of gun damage right there, so that's actually really, really good. Alright, so for the skills. Knights can be maidens too. Increase the ship's firepower by 10%. So we already know she's going to be firepower based. Every 5 seconds fires a special barrage. Oh, excuse me. And accumulates 15% environmental mana. If there is no enemies within 35 units of this ship when firing, the barrage fired is changed. Inflicts 3 stacks of break symbol on all enemies on the battlefield. When this ship's special barrage or maximized mana surge hits an enemy, removes 1 stack of... Oh my lord, man, these Yu-Gi-Oh effects. Removes 1 stack of break symbol from the enemy. When an enemy's break symbol stack is reduced to 0, inflicts a special armor break on the enemy that lasts for 3 seconds. After which the enemy's break symbol resets to 3. Oh my god. There's so much going on with these things, man. They're going crazy mode. Oh god. Okay, next skill. Alber's Assistant Plus, the augmented version. Every 3 times this ship fires her main guns, gains 1 stack of Alber's Assistance. Can be stacked up to 3 times. Increase this ship's firepowers and torpedoes by 8% for each stack of assistance she has. When the assistance stacks reaches 3, activates a special attack, Isolation, and resets the stacks to 0 after 2 seconds. When this ship is in mana surge state, instead of Isolation, activates Maximize Mana Surge, Heartbreak, and dispels them. Oh my lord. Okay. TLDR, stack a lot of these ships together. Get their augments, get their items. Fast guns is preferred here, and you just go crazy with it, man. It's just like Atelier Yumia, man. They already know. They already know how to build these ships. It's like for funs and memes and stuff like that. You're gonna have a good time if you do those kind of setups. And Lenja here, 120, 2105 health, 98 firepower, 482 on torpedo, 168 on the anti-air, 240 reload, 257 evasion, light armor, 48 speed. I feel like that's kind of slow for a DD. I could be wrong. Yeah, maybe I am wrong. 219 on the hit, 75 on the luck, and 199 on the ASW. So a lot of torpedoes right here. A lot of torpedo based character for this one. DD gun, 125 efficiency, 140 on torpedoes, and 115 on anti-air. So nothing special here, nothing too crazy about it. Now, Wellex Assault. Increase this ship's reload and accuracy by 15%. Every 10 times this ship fires her main guns, if there is an enemy within 30 units of the ship, performs a spinning edge attack. If there is no such enemies, instead performs a wide slash attack based on skills level. So again, a lot of procs here. That's how we like to play it. And then the augmented version of Prides of the Wellex. When this ship fires her main guns, it accumulates 2% environmental mana. When this ship fires her main guns with 10% or more environmental mana, spends 10% environmental mana and gain 1 stack of throwing daggers. Can be stacked up to 5 times. Sorry. Increase the ship's firepower, torpedo, and evasion by 4% for each stack of throwing daggers she has. Every 20 seconds when this ship is in mana surge status, spends all stacks of throwing daggers to activate maximize mana surge lion-hearted. Okay, that's just crazy now. Dispels the mana surge status, and for 15 seconds increase the ship's damage dealt to enemies below 30% health by 10%. Gain 1 stack of throwing dagger for each enemy sunk during this effect. Oh my lord. Okay. A lot of torpedoes. I would say she's a fast gun and torpedoes. Basically, think of her as like a mini Shimakaze and such. Because she want to sink enemies, get those stacks in, stuff like that. So all these ships. Unfortunately, I think you want to play mainly based on Atelier Yumia ships here. I know Atelier, I know Yumia wants to play with her own ships because she says like, Atelier Yumia, yeah, Atelier Yumia characters. If it was Ryza as well too, that'd be cool. But it's just Yumia, unfortunately. So for these ships, you want to put them together and then have flex slots for like maybe a healer or something. I say put a healer in here somewhere. And then another Vanguard, like a tank or something, because you guys have a DD and light cruiser, so you kind of want to have a main tank in here. So a main tank and a healer, and I feel like this fleet will be very, very good for that. But yeah, you want to stack them all together so they can just go bop bop and have crazy times with it. So I say again, we do have a UR banner coming out in about 5 to 6 weeks from now if you guys want to save for that. Otherwise though, again, these are very fun ships. Can probably be very good in OS as well too. Very fun. I'd say it's worth going for. Again, I always have nice things to say about Atelier collab ships, so this is definitely one of them. But again, if you guys are low on cubes though, save for that UR event. Okay, so about 300 or lower, I'd say save. And if you guys have like 400 plus, go ahead and just spend some if you guys want to. All right, so that's all I gotta say. Thank you guys for watching this video. Yeah, quick rundown, and I'll see you guys next video. Peace out. Thank you guys for watching.